Good morning, tubers. It's Monday, sometime in January 2020. Come out here to do some stuff. I wanted to do a little show and tell and talk about things and stuff and whatnot. I got a little bit of work to do as usual on the workbench, and somebody wanted this shifter, and I've been meaning to ship it out, but I've just had too much going on. So hopefully I'll get to that today and ship it out this week. Sorry for the wait, and if you don't want it anymore, well, too late. I'm shipping to you anyway, so whatever. Anyways, we won this at my work. I don't care for these straps. I never used them. Just get that out of here. But yeah, freaking, I put my name in for the raffle. Of course, you know, my name didn't get called, but my coworker's name got called, so it's mine. He doesn't really have a use for it, so great. Of course. You're in every video, Kit Kat. I gotta put the saw blade on, but this is a whole 6-piece kit. So I have a brand new corded Sawzall, basically the same thing as this, but just the corded version. I have an old skill saw that Adam had. I think he had it at his mom's or whatever, but he brought it here. That works pretty good, and the blade is older than crap, and still cuts fine. But that works. But now I have a cordless. I've got a cordless one. So I need to put the blade on that. And oh, that's got a tool for it. I was like, I have to get a tool for this? No, it's got one on it. As funny is, it comes with these. And I have, well, the ones in the house, I'd have to go grab it. I was using it. But yeah, it's the same part number as this. So I have a pair of these now. It's the same drill. They use the same batteries. Got a bunch of different things going on. That generator's still working pretty good. I haven't really had to use it yet. The most we've had a power outage was about a half hour, just recently. But it is ready to go in case I need it. Still haven't found a home for the sub and amp from the Lincoln. I don't know. And pawn shops don't really buy them, so I already tried that, and they wouldn't take the radio. The radio I've been debating on putting in my truck, which some of you know I have been threatening to sell or trade, and you know, I'm just having a Jimmy moment. I'm probably never going to get rid of the truck. It's kind of unique up until a point where, you know, nobody's really going to want to pay any real money for it. When later on, I might end up just buying a whole another truck and being able to put, you know, because I want to be able to have full coverage on my rigs that are, you know, the most driven or the most valuable. One or the two. The Lincoln wasn't the most valuable, but it was my primary driver, and you know, I was like, if something happens, you know, I want to be fully covered on this, and boy, that was pretty lucky. The truck, not so much. I have to have it on classic insurance, and I can't drive it as much. And it's like, you know, sometimes I like to put a few thousand miles on that thing a month, you know, trade off on vehicles, but it's got liability for now, so I have to be careful with that truck, especially in the wintertime. Anyways, that's enough blabbing on that. I need to do what I said I was going to do. And I got to hang this up. That's for the torch. And I got something else I was working on. Installing a fuse block in the truck for the light bar. I want to redo how the light bar is hooked up. In fact, right now it's not even hooked up anymore because I've used its thing. Anyways, I have some things I need to clear out. I've dropped a couple of those things, and I've just made a mess, and it's just disgusting. Also, that crate down there, we need to get out and get it up on the workbench and take a look at it, because that has something for what we're going to be doing this year. And our main focus on this channel for this year will be the truck. And so the truck's 4BT does need some love, and I'd like to get it out sometime after winter into spring, and then take her apart and see what we need and maybe make some upgrades along the way. Yeah, basic rebuild and some upgrades here and there. Some fairly cheap upgrades, nothing too fancy. I totally forgot who was wanting that shifter stick, but it's in a box and it's packaged. It's in the back of my car. So I just gotta take it in to UPS and ship it off. So maybe we'll do that probably maybe later today or tomorrow. I don't know. Should probably do it now and just get out of the way. Had the old pickup. I didn't realize I had it plugged in for like the last night or two. And I really just had it plugged in to keep the just to keep her chooched, so that when I'm wanting to drive it, it's not colder than snot. Hey, look, it's Adam. You little bastard. Now he's trying to show off. Look, he's gonna go mudding. You know, slide right into a freaking my friend's car. Are you showing off for the camera?
Yeah, I was like, he's filming, might as well be a dick.
Did you take your bug deflector off?
I did, it came off. One of the
And I'm just getting a to-do list for this engine, so to do a shopping list. So I got my gasket kit and I've got my head. I think the guy with the Dodge kind of was like, I can't, that truck's too good, I can't have it. So
yeah, like I said last night, he goes through.
yeah, I don't, it's not happening. So, and that's fine. So I can just.
Did they say it was it going to do it, or he just like?
They just, you know, the whole Homer Simpson going through the bush thing and disappearing. It's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a thing. Yeah, anyways, Steves, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm just fingering things out here. Pretty much have a whole gasket kit for this. We need to get my cylinder head that I have for this up on the workbench and take a look at it. I don't think I've ever done a video on it, and I just wanted to show you guys a couple things that I found with that head that's a little sketchy, but I think I can make it work. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what the hell I've got going on here. I have one of these wires here. It's supposed to be a trigger wire for the old circuit for my one of my accessories. I don't think it was for the light bar. I think it was for something else. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I thought that this was a feed wire. So you hook it up to this panel I've got plugged in here, and it blows the fuse instantly. So that's not right. But I'm just confused and trying to get the, you know, how do I get this? What should I do to test this circuit? I hate electrical. So what I'm about ready to do is actually take my dash bezel off so I can see how the wiring is, because it's been years since I've done any of this, and I'm at a loss. So I'm gonna plug this in, and then the switch is off. I have a switch that I want to use for the light bar. There's no connection there. So turn that switch on. Okay, I've got continuity there. Nothing there. What happens if we do that? Okay, that didn't do anything. So what I'll do is I'll put this back on my ground. And then this should be an output to turn the relay on. I think that's how I had it set up. And then if I touch that green, there we go. So the green's the trigger, and that's what I had going on here. So now that I have a label maker, I can actually label this. Okay, so yeah, this yellow wire I have going on here is the output to the relay That's what I had set up. And then this green wire needs to get power from this guy here. Okay, so that's how that works. But ultimately, I want my relay. I'm going to put a set of relays back here. And the way the wiring's going to go is they're going to pull their full battery power, which is what this is hooked up to on this battery, which you guys are sitting on. It'll pull power from there. And then I might put a bus bar in here, a ground bar, so I can just attach all my grounds and just have one lead go to my battery, which I have a little nub here hanging off. I picked this up at Office Cheapo a few days ago. Can we clear? Okay, so let's see. Battery. Battery plus, where's that? How do I, battery, I'm just gonna put battery plus. I haven't really messed with this a whole lot, so I don't know how to do like plus or minus. Battery plus, let's just print that out. Something like that, battery plus. This is output. Output. I think there's a protective coating here I haven't taken off yet. I didn't realize it. Ah! That's much better. It's pretty cool. I definitely wire things a lot differently nowadays compared to...
Just throw it together.
Yeah. But at least now this is labeled.
You're probably cursing yourself. Like, why did I do it that way?
Yeah. Okay, well that solves that. I need to find a relay.
There should be some in the bag of relays.
I'm gonna pull this fuse out of here so I don't blow the fuse again.
Oh, you already blew it?
I hooked that yellow wire right up there and it went bang! I was like, okay, that's obviously not the battery plus wire. Oh yeah. I'm gonna need a drink here in a minute. Tubes, I gotta find some stuff and then I'll be back here in a momento. Alright, Tubes. I'm establishing my connection here for the power. See, this is gonna get plugged into, this will get a spade. I'll go on to here. But I'm also going to have the I'm just going to have the switch and my relay main power fused right here. So if this fuse blows, it kills the switch and the relay altogether. Okay. And then this guy is plugged into my relay, so this is going to feed the relay. And he's just going to come. Let's get this out of here. I'm going to put this right here. And then We'll be good to go. There's a little dimple there. I'm just gonna put a little short little tapper in there. So, see. What do I want to do next? I want to make a power wire that will come down off of here. It will tie into this. This upper one's going to be our output. Actually, it really doesn't matter, but I'll make the top one the output. And I'm glad I got it shielding on this guy here. I like to get the actual connector for this, but I could always do that later, I suppose. But this is shielded, so it won't be turning on stuff. Anyways, I need to find a good size wire. I really only need like a 14 gauge. Like this is probably good enough. This is probably overkill. Actually, I'm gonna use this to do the thing. This will go from the battery, main feed from the battery to the relay. Let's get you over here where I'm gonna be working. Okay, slowly figuring this out. I'm just like really sluggish with this stuff right now. I'm just like, what?
It's only been a while.
Yeah. So let's see, this should probably be the right size that I need. And then just crimp that a little more, trucker. There, that shouldn't come undone. Hopefully. I'm just gonna mock up this real quick like so I can test this relay. So let's see, I'm sure I got a black wire hanging around somewhere.
You can pull the big bastard and trade it down.
Heck. Probably got too much on there. Okay, we need another spade on this.
Jimmy's favorite connectors in the world.
Yeah, but you know they'll do.
That's all we have.
I haven't restocked because
I have some stock, but it's all the shitty stuff.
I just don't like the plastic end stuff.
I know. The other ones are nice, but that kit was so...
Yeah, at least the dividers are molded into the thing. But I got the right crimper, so that crimped on really nice. So, that'll do. Swing on over. Can you guys see what I'm doing?
Boy, did it up too far.
In this general, yeah, okay. I'm gonna relay here.
Now you can play Let's Blow the Fuse.
Yeah. I would like to actually get the connector for this. But this will do for now. I can change it later.
That's how mine are. All mine are like that, just taped up and nice and yummy looking. They work great. They're those are kind of finicky though. You can't turn them off in a rapid succession, or the relay doesn't like to switch back. You have to give it a second before you turn it back on again.
Huh. Just gonna stab that right in there in the battery. So, so that would technically be the output. This is this wire here. Oh, let me put I'm just gonna like temporarily stab this through the hole. Just BAM! Just zaps it. All right, let's see. Does that?
Hold on.
Click. Hey.
Oh yeah, it does. There you go. Click, 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 click.
It works.
Cool. Unlike those one Ford ones, or those ones that you had in the other truck, I just fucking love them.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. I don't even understand it.
Okay, Tib, so that's working. So now I can finish the rest of the wiring for the light bar. So now I need to make a little harness here.
The Civic uses the same relay as he's using.
Yeah, it works pretty good. It's a little Omron something something 12 volt 14951 I think.
Mitsubishi loved those in that 94
Yeah.
Colt.
So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tidy up this wire so it's all this nice little
Oh
harness.
yeah, these guys. You know,
I'm gonna get.
the
Let's see.
connector on this one's not bad. This is the ones that they sell at Napa. I was like,
Yeah. Well, I'm just using this for the light bar, and the light bar doesn't pull that much power, so. But I'm able to use a Skookum Chuker.
No, that's
freaking
just
wire
right
here.
here. I got it here, yeah.
So what I want to do is set the length that I want here. You know, so this is going to the battery. So I need to
Oh, I'm gonna go see if that shoot should be done.
have this come down here, tie into this green wire, and then wrap it up. Okay, I'm gonna run down to Napa and get a couple spools of wire. I've just got miscellaneous stuff, but I don't have anything of length, and I need some wiring. So we're running. You know, this is like, what are we? Probably a 16 or a 14. I'm just probably gonna get the 14 gauge or something of this size. It's basically what's here. So I've got some kind of thicker stuff here. Yeah, so kind of mismatched. I could make, change it up with some different stuff, but let's run to the store real quick. So, okay, I must be getting myself confused. I think this is 12 gauge right here. This says 14, okay? It's 14 gauge right here. That's the conductor it has in it, and you probably can't see. Fairly Skookum. So I went to Napa and got 14 gauge. Same size that this says it is. And I hope that's enough for a light bar. The light bar doesn't pull too much power, and I'm running a long length of this, so I think I'm probably going to be fine. The kit. So yeah, any power going to this is all going to be fused. So we got output to the light bar. Yellow is ground. And this blue is going to be battery positive. So that's going to go somewhere like that, I'm thinking. Yeah. That would be kind of tacky. I could even do that. That's almost too perfect. And it's below the seal line for the hood, so yeah, we should be good to go. Alright, here's what I got going on here. We got our relay, got our harness, which I still got to tidy up just a tiny bit. Runs underneath the battery tray, or the tray for the washer and coolant bottle. And then comes up. Ground for the relay goes here, and then the ground for the light bar runs back through along with the power and everything. And it snakes down past the spaghetti and through a little hole right there you can barely see. And then this I'm gonna put back under and I'm gonna run along. I've got my connector here. It's gonna run along here and then it'll plug into this. So before we get too carried away, let's plug that in and see if our light bar works. The other thing I haven't made permanent just yet, I've got to take this positive lead off and connect that. So let's see, can we... can we do this? Well, it would help if I had the connector in the right orientation. Alright, hang on, tubes. Clicked in. Let's see. So the switch for this one is this far right one. Hey, look at that. It freaking works. I love it. Cool, and it's right in our auxiliary battery here. So you could have that light on and this battery by itself, because I have that battery relay over there. It keeps the two disconnected or connected, depending on, you know, if you want dual batteries. I do need to check, make sure this connection's clean here. I'm gonna put some stuff on here to maybe protect that a little bit, keep the moisture out. Do the same here. I'll probably leave this connected and then go do the same thing. The connections over there, but those are looking pretty clean. Might just put some paste on them and call it a day. This dirt that's up here is kind of a problem. This should be cleaned off, because you can actually lose, you can have a parasitic drain if you have dirt and stuff on here. So these batteries have been maintaining the same voltage. I run them both, especially when it's cold in the morning. I run both batteries to fire the engine up, and I leave them on while I'm driving, and then when I park I shut them off. And I've left them turned on for, you know, a few hours one time. It wasn't a big deal. That relay only runs like a couple volts, so low amperage. So yeah, definitely nice having two batteries though. Two big 1000 amp batteries. This thing fires up real nice, that's for sure. But yeah, I've got some battery cables I want to tidy up, so when we pull this engine out to work on it, I want to get under here and just loom everything up and tie things down and, you know, make it clean, you know. But yeah, so I need to tuck this now and tie it up and tidy this up and just make it clean. And I mean, really just want to put some tape around it, and that's really all I can do for right now. So yeah, that's cool. You know, these let's see if I put the middle one on. See, that's my battery switch, the one on the left. This is my backup lights. These things are getting old and they still work really well. I don't like how I have them wired, so if I get some new ones, I'm gonna redo the wiring for that, make a whole loom. So yeah. Anyways, that's pretty cool. I like that, and it works great. And it's on a relay, so relay with a fuse, and it's all, you know, heavy duty voltages over here, and everything into the cab is low voltage, or low power, low amperage. So it makes it a little bit safer. Okay, I'm gonna tuck this. Let's see, can we unconnect it? It comes undone pretty easily. That seal works pretty good. It's kept the mud and stuff out. So same thing with these seals. I had to take this back apart and re-crimp everything. I got it fixed now, and yeah, those seals, even for how cheap they are, they keep the mud and dirt out. So it's pretty good. I've got a ton more. I've got this whole box here, and there's another pack and the thing there. I got those off of, like, I think it was Wish, but I probably ordered them from Amazon again. I'd get a big bastard box of it just so I can have them quicker than a month or two. So yeah, cool. I'm glad we got that working. Hate not, you know, having it. It's like I put it on there for a reason. So I would actually like to, this bumper's kind of messed up anyways, but I would actually like to mount this like right here. In fact, we might even do that today. Okay. You know, it's funny. I can still smell the fresh rubber. They're not really that fresh. They're pretty well used now, but I can still smell the rubber, especially on a sunny day. Adam was just joking about this. Yeah, I got it. Almost didn't. Yeah, we got 2 holes there and 2 holes there. I wonder if we could, that would fit a tow hook or something. You can see I did the connectors for my electric fans. Those work pretty good. I just don't like the way I had them hooked up for using for the air conditioner circuit, but I don't like that they're on all the time. I don't quite have the alternator to you know, power these adequately and have all my other accessories on. Oh, because that's one thing I need to get for my 4BT. I have an alternator for it right there, but I need to get the bracket kit. God, it's like $600. But it needs to happen. This truck's gonna be around for a while, and yeah, we're running her into the ground tubes. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drive her till she don't drive no more, which will be forever. Okay, so I got my plug there. What do you say we take this light bar off and move it back? It's a little nippy. It's about 40 degrees. I know some of you guys have some colder climates, but for me, she's getting cold. I remember put some Loctite on this thing. And it's almost lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. Just about bent the bolt. I'm just going to move it back. So now it's really out of the way, but we have room for movement. Pretty much call that even. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start one, and then yeah, I'll start one, we'll get the screws in. That honestly kind of likes to sit right there. It's pretty even. Looks pretty even with the body. So we'll do that. Yeah, funny. Put some pod lights right here, the ones, and then have them move over and do the amber ones. That would look kind of tacky. I kind of like it. It's past the bumper here, so if you had to push something or someone, a lot better. And I thought about going to LMC Truck and buying the horns for this because they have those, and then we just roll with that. And got some holes there. Oh well. Oops. Oops. We'll weld it up. We're just gonna get right in the center of that. Center of that. thing has so much torque. Look what it did to this. I bet the drill bit. Or... oh, bent the drill bit. This is gonna be my lunch. You know, you get something in your stomach, and then you're good to go. And I apologize for my sniffles and coughing and whatnot. It's chilly out here. I would run my heater, but then you guys can't hear me talk. And it's not that cold. Alright, so that was the perfect size. Let's drop a bolt on the other side so this doesn't slide on me. Okay. So I should be able to, in theory, just... because now this is nice and flat, I can just put this nut on here and I don't need all these washers to angle things. And this will be a lot more solid. Probably won't be crooked like it has been. It looks way cleaner. It looks stupid before. What I like is the screw gets wedged, or the tension gets put on it, and then you can just crank it down. Yeah, that's on there nice and firm, and that's real solid. That'll be a lot nicer than before. There we go. That is really solid. You know, I haven't even tightened them down yet, and you know, this is nice and firm. I'm gonna see where that light ends up at. Pretty well flat with the bumper. So we got it. That's too high up. That's one click down. That's too low. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to loosen one side up and move it back just a tiny bit just to even it out, but it's pretty damn spot on. Close enough, eh? That looks way better though. I like that look. Cool. Okay, tubes. Let me sweep the floor so I'm not laying on freaking shavings here. And then I'm gonna get in there and zip tie stuff up. Alright, I did something pretty stinking clever. There was one of those plastic loom tie clippy things. Well, I got up in here and pushed on it with my finger, got it out, and then I just taped it up to my little loom there. And here I got my electrical connector. Yeah, so that's done. I didn't have to use zip ties, just taped it up there. Hope that stays for a while. So I need to put new core support bushings in here. So I think that's something we're gonna do when we take this thing apart and work on it. And I also that battery tray. It's always needed to be replaced. So if LMC still has one, I'm gonna order one and do that. But yeah, so that's a thing. Gosh, yeah. This truck, I tell you what. I do like this truck. I actually, I got in and drove it the other day, and I was like, you know what? I think I'd probably throw up if I got rid of it. It's amazing, it takes a lot of work to get something to a point where you really you like it, and then also it's reliable and whatnot. But it's taken me years to get this truck to be where it is and be perfect. So, what are you doing? Are you being ornery? She's bored. My baby girl's being a little bored. I was gonna say something that I need to do with this truck. I am gonna be getting rid of this cooler here, and I actually have something that I'm gonna use to relocate this cooler so it's not flapping in the breeze, and also kind of want to make a belly pan kind of thing that will go out of plastic or something. And I think I have enough plastic I can do this. I was thinking of let's see, where's our radiator at? I don't want to hit the radiator's right here. Oh, we're clear here, but I want to mount the plastic here, have it come over and attach to this part of the cross member, and the goal there is to keep air from coming up and unnecessarily cooling off the engine, and also it'll give a spot to keep more water and stuff out. I want to make a whole thing to go under here. In fact, I have a sheet of plastic Todd gave me. I think it's enough. Maybe even just put it right in the frame rails right here, and then use one of these holes here to lock it down, put a little bolt through it. And then, so somewhere right along here, and just have it go straight across, notch it for the steering and whatnot. I would love to have all this right here just isolated from, big puddles of water and stuff, and keep the belts from getting wet, and keep the alternator from getting smoked. So that's something I'm kind of thinking about doing. I'll probably end up doing that when I've got the engine out and clean some things up and whatnot. I have a couple fittings up there for the power steering that I need to change out with some metal lines. But other than that, we're gonna need to grease up the steering links here soon. I'll probably do all that while this thing's down. I really need to wait until after winter, and I try not to miss time at work. If I can't go to work, then I don't go to work, but sometimes it gets a little sketchy around here, and once it does, it's nice to have something that can get through some pretty gnarly stuff. Oh, look at that. I gotta do tags again. Ugh. Before I let you guys go, I did check this connection I had over here. Yeah. Not so good. Well, I was able to find and salvage my other battery terminal thing that I bought for the Lincoln that used to be in the back of the trunk. Well, I don't know where the negative one went. I think it fell out of that. It got launched. But I got this one, which is nice because it has a big input for a cable like this one, so this actually fits in there properly. And then you got a small gauge hole for this one. There's a medium one for something like that big, and then there's this side post, so you can actually add, a nice something there, but in a nice solid connection. So I think I might actually order some more of these. They're a little spendy. They're about 15 bucks each, but I think I might actually order some more. They're pretty sweet. If we were more in a salt belt kind of territory, well, first of all, this truck would be rotted away and gone, but I would probably get something that you solder in, and you could probably do that with this, but I'm not even going to try, because this is like a solid piece of metal. It's more robust than this. Ugh. I'm gonna wash my hands. Yeah, so this one was corroded, and this one was corroded. Those look pretty clean over there, but probably wouldn't hurt to clean them. Yeah, so Should probably buy some covers for these batteries, because these old trucks aren't really sealed up for weather stuff, and stuff gets trashed. Yeah, anyways, thought I'd let you guys know. I checked that connection, cleaned it up, and put that guy to use. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this away. This thing was I think it's ruined, actually. And that might explain why my power inverter didn't want to run off that one battery. So yeah, look at that. Hot light bar orientation looks so much better. I like it. Alright, tubes. Let's get this hunky crap out of here. That thing's hardly ever been used. It just sits. It's so small I can't even. Okay. Can I get this out of here? I don't know why I made this for my truck. That air conditioner. I gotta find a new fan for that in the back. Okay. Oh. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. The only thing about this head is we have to clean it very thoroughly. It's got a lot of metal from being milled. The weight of a full-size German Shepherd. There it is. Brand new seals. On my head, there's this inlet here has sort of a problem. And then right here, there's this pinhole. I was almost thinking we could drill that out, but it's kind of at an angle. Could probably put a little thing in there, I don't know. We have just a little bit of a pinhole in it. If you shine light in here, it comes up through there. But otherwise, this is it. This came from a shop in California or something like that. So that's the rear water inlet. I use that for my thing. The only thing this one doesn't have is it doesn't have a port right there. And I really don't feel comfortable drilling that. I need this port for my coolant temp for the thing, but we could actually just relocate that back here. And then, because the water temperature sensor that I have back here, I'm not going to use it anymore because I'm going to do something up here, and that's why I'm thinking I'm just going to drill this out, and we can, you know, put something in there. Yeah, because this is a water jacket back here. What I like about this head is that it has the 7mm injector ports, whereas the one on my 4BT right now has it has what do you call it, the 9mm. And I kind of did a naughty thing. I'm not running the adapters. I just put them in there, and they've been like that for about 2 years now. Yeah, this head was like $300 some. It's got brand new valves, piston, or new valves, springs, seals. I mean, it's, yeah. But I don't. It almost looks like it was like a casted head, like a newly made. As you can see, there's some little defects here and there. I don't really have a means to check the straightness of it. I need to get all this stuff off here. I need to get a little stone and just stone it, just to make sure those burrs and stuff off of it. But yeah, that's it. This is a heavy piece right here. Whoops. This is the gasket kit for my 4BT. Let's see, we got everything in it. One of the main upgrades that I would like to do to this 4BT is upgrade the oiling system to a 6BT cooler and oil pump, so we get a little more flow and have a oil cooler, you know, matched. So I'm probably not going to do any serious towing. The most towing that I do with this truck is, you know, pulling dead cars home and stuff, but that's about it. We're not pulling a gooseneck. I don't know if I'll ever pull a travel trailer with it. I would kind of actually just plan on getting a new truck for stuff like that, and then have this one as just, you know, the toy. Man, you know, this front cylinder really lacks air. I mean, you have to, it like goes all the way back, and then with these other three get pretty good airflow. Yeah, that's a heavy cylinder head. Yeah, the casting's a little rough, but you know, it's there. Anyways, that'll be it. Gotta go.